Next Week in Wolfeboro is underwritten by the Downtown Grill Cafe. The Downtown Grill Cafe is located at 33 Main Street in beautiful Wolfeboro, New Hampshire, with a fantastic view of Lake Winnipesaukee and Cate Park. Hours of operations are daily from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information about this underwriter, check out the website www.downtowngrill.cafe.
Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm your host, Will Hunter. We're coming to you over Zoom for Wolfeboro Community Television, where I bring your community to view. We say thank you to our friends at Downtown Grill Cafe for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro. It is through the support of underwriters and donors like you that programs like ours are possible for Wolfeboro Community Television. If you'd like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219. We also want you to let your friends and family from out of town know they can watch this program on Facebook and YouTube. Once you're either logged into Facebook or YouTube, just look for Wolfeboro Community Television, and you'll find us on Next Week in Wolfeboro. Okay, let's head right over to the train station to hear from Mrs. DeVries of the Chamber of Commerce about upcoming programs and events. We're sending it over to you, Mrs. DeVries.
Hi, and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. My name is Mary. Oh boy, here we go. It's almost summer, and it sure has felt like summer. And this is wonderful because we're in beautiful Wolfeboro community along the shore of Lake Winnipesaukee. You can get outside and take in all the sights, and including some activities that I'm going to tell you about. Moonlight Madness is happening now, Friday, the 11th of June, and the businesses will be open through the evening until about 8 o'clock. And this is just a great time to come out and do some shopping, find some just before summer season sales and just interesting things that the shops and businesses are getting ready to show you. So again, that's Friday evening. And on Saturday the 12th, the New England Lyman Club is putting on a show at Wolfeboro Dockside. They'll be down there at about 10 in the morning. And the organizers just give us a little reminder that if due to the pandemic they decide they're not going to actually put on the show on Saturday, they'll do a little parade by the town dock. So you still want to be down there and take that in on Saturday the 12th of June. Let's see, looking ahead a little bit, on the 19th, this is going to be fun. It's called the Sasquatch Footy Regatta Model Yacht Races. So you're familiar with the Tuesday and Thursday afternoon fun model yacht club races in Back Bay along the Bridge Falls Path adjacent to the Glendon Street parking lot. But this is a unique one-time event this summer, which again is called the Sasquatch Footy Regatta. So special opportunity and different time. This is going to start at 9 in the morning and go pretty much all day. And what else? A reminder that also the Wolfeboro Area Farmers Market is every Thursday in the Cate Park Museum Complex. And I guess that's it for now. Oh, I'm going to give you a little insight into some things you can look forward to coming up though. There will be fireworks to celebrate Independence Day. They will be held on July 2nd. And there'll be a barge floating in Wolfeboro Bay, so plan accordingly where you're going to see them from there. And that also, we have all kinds of things happening, the parade and business decorating contests. We can give you more information here at the Chamber of Commerce. Stop by and say hi. We're in the former railroad station, or call us at 569-2200. We'll look forward to seeing you again. And for now, remember to shop, dine, and have fun in your town. See ya.
Thank you, Mr. DeVries. Here are some things I'd like to share with everyone. On Friday, June 11th, Moonlight Madness in Wolfeboro, the annual tradition, starts on Friday the 11th. As we kick off the summer season, the shops in town are staying open later than usual for your convenience this weekend. Cajun Regional High School will hold graduation of the class 2021 on the Cajun Alumni Field at 6 o'clock p.m., weather permitting. The rain date is set for Saturday morning, June 12th at 10 o'clock a.m. On Saturday, June 12th, the New England Lyman Boat Club will parade their boats by the town docks around 10 o'clock in the morning. On Tuesday, June 15th, The Model Yacht and Sailboat Regatta takes place each Tuesday and Thursday afternoon on Wolfeboro's Back Bay. There's good viewing from the Bridge Falls Pathway. On Thursday, June 17th, the Wolfeboro Public Library provides us preschool story time at 10:30 a.m. For more information, please call the Children's Librarian, Miss Jeannie, at 569-2428. The Wolfeboro Area's Farmers Market will be at Clark Park every Thursday afternoon. Hours for Farmers Market are 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. They often have fresh meats and vegetables, eggs, and other dairy products, music, and much more. This year, during the Farmers Market at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the Wolfeboro Public Library's Children's Librarian, Miss Jeannie, will be hosting children's story time at Clark Park. To participate in the story time, just check with Miss Jeannie at the Farmers Market. The Model Yacht and Sailboat Regatta takes place each Tuesday and Thursday afternoon on Back Bay. There is good viewing from Bridge Falls Pathway. On Friday, June 18th, the Village Players Theater's performances are up and running for the season. For more information, please send an email to info@village-players.com. On Saturday, June 19th, the Sasquatch Footy Regatta Model Sailboat races will take place on Back Bay with good viewing along the Bridge Falls Pathway. The races are scheduled to begin at 9 a.m. and run throughout the day. On Sunday, June 20th, make sure you give something nice to your dad on this day to honor your dad today, as it is Father's Day. On Monday, June 21st. This is the first full day of summer. With the heat we've recently had, one would think it had already begun. We also want you to plan ahead, as you will want to make plans ahead of time for these two things. One, there will be fireworks in Wolfeboro this year. Yes, the Board of Selectmen approved a commercial business to provide fireworks over the bay on Friday, July 2nd at approximately 9:30 p.m. There's a rain date set for Monday, July 5th at 9:30 p.m. Two, as right now, there will be a 4th of July parade in Wolfeboro this year. The parade will begin at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because this year the 4th falls on a Sunday. When the 4th falls on a Sunday, the parade organizers recognize that many of you would miss going to church if they were to hold it in the morning. So their policy is to always move it to 1 o'clock in the afternoon when the 4th falls on Sunday. Also, we want you to plan your day. Even if you're not planning to be at the parade, the Wolfeboro Police Department will shut down traffic on Main Street just before the parade starts. So you may find yourself either stuck in traffic for a very long time or needing to find an alternate route to get across town. Okay, let's send over to the Parks and Recreation Department for an update on upcoming programs and activities. Recreation Director Christine Collins is at her desk. Send it over to you, Christine Collins.
Thanks, Will. Christine Collins here with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation, and just want to share what's going on in our world. So the weather has been super hot, and I know a lot of you are itching to get out to the beaches, but I just want to give you some information so you know what happens at Parks and Rec. So typically the beaches are unlocked and you are welcome to use them. They are open. And I say open, but they're not really ready for the season. So our department manages a lot of things. We do all the parks in town, and we do all the beaches. We also run Abenaki and Pop Whalen. So there's a lot of things we have to get done in order. So I know one of the things is getting Cate Park up and running, and then Clark Park up and running, because we have the farmers market and we have the prom that typically happens at Cate Park and people utilizing those. So we start getting all the parks up and running, and then we head out to the beaches. So Albee Beach is a kind of different than the other two beaches just because we have the trail system there, so we actually have the bathrooms unlocked once the warmer weather arrives, and it's for usage of the trails. They can access the bathrooms, and then it's for Albee Beach. So that one actually has a bathroom that's up and running. The other two beaches, they are the bathrooms are not open because they're an older style bathroom that are not on a locking system, so they have to be unlocked and locked each day. And we typically do that when we have lifeguards or beach and gate attendants that come on duty. And that usually comes at the end of June. That's when high school is out of session, and I get a lot of my staff from high schools, and college kids are back home or come to Wolfeboro for the summer and end up working for us. So I know that
Mother Nature has tricked us and gave us 95 degrees at the beginning of June, and it's very exciting. But for us, we're still trying to get the beaches going. So I know there aren't swim lines out there. I know the bathrooms aren't ready, and I know that the beaches need to be raked. I just wanted to inform you that we are doing our job. However, we have a small department of maintenance staff, and we are trying to get it done as quickly as we can. And sometimes the weather dictates what needs to happen, except we don't have the staff to do it, or we don't have the time to do it at the same time. So we are working hard to get it done for you. Our goal is always to have them open for the end of June. If we can do it earlier, we do try, but it most likely is the end of June, because that's when we have more staff available to help us with that situation. So I just wanted to share that. We are in the process of doing beach passes as usual, Monday through Friday, 9 to 3:30, and then we did start doing Saturdays, 8:30 to 1:30. As we get into the summer, we might offer some more hours, but again, we're waiting for more staff to come on so we can do that. If you have a dump transfer station pass, you don't need to get a beach pass unless you want one. So just be advised that you don't have to do that. It's just another option if you want to do that. We have a lot of programs up on our website. Some programs are full, so you want to make sure if you are planning on doing something for the summer, you get online and try to sign up for those things. Sign up for those wait lists. I know, sometimes you see a wait list and it's like, ugh, a wait list. But that helps us know for the future planning what we need to do. It helps us if we can offer another program, we could do that. Also, if instructors or other people see that there's enough for a wait list to offer another class, we might offer another session, and it just helps for future planning. So definitely sign up for that. Sometimes people do pull out, and then we go down the wait list and we'll call you. And you might be 6 on the wait list, but the first 5 people, they've made other plans and now they don't want to do it. So definitely sign up for that wait list, because you could possibly get into that program. I think that's all we have for now. We are excited to get started for this summer. We're itching to get out there. So we will see you soon. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Christine Collins. And now we'll hear from Cindy Scott for our Wolfeboro Public Library update. We'll send it over to you, Cindy Scott.
Thanks, Will. Coming up at the library. First of all, I want to talk about our summer reading program this year. Our 2021 Summer Reading Adventures is going to be happening starting June 28th. The Children's Librarian has an exciting schedule of events and programs planned for everybody. So please check out the website for more information on this upcoming event. The library also now has regular sessions each week of story times. On Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. we have toddler time, and on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. we have preschool story time. And we are doing a story time at the Farmers Market each week on Thursday afternoons at 2 p.m. Call the library at 569-2428 for more information. On Wednesday, June 16th at 1 p.m., there will be a virtual book discussion on the book Leadership in Turbulent Times by Doris Kearns Goodwin. To receive the Zoom invitation, email joyce.davis@wolfeboropubliclibrary.org or call Joyce at 569-2428. This program is made possible by New Hampshire Humanities. Also on Wednesday, June 16th at 7 p.m., the Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group and the library are co-sponsoring the monthly German Interest Group. To register and for the Zoom link, email the Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group at lakesrgig17@gmail.com. And on Thursday, June 24th at 6:30 p.m., there will be a virtual program which is co-sponsored by the library and the Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group on DNA for the Overwhelmed, Easy First Steps for Working with Shared Matches. It'll be presented by Robert Weir. To register and for the Zoom invitation, email lakesrgig17@gmail.com. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Cindy Scott. And Father Cole is with Deacon Charlie Ferrero and Mrs. Hammond to bring us an update from St. Katherine Drexel Catholic Church. Hello, Father Cole. Deacon Charlie and Miss Hammond, we're sending it over to you.
Well, hi, Will. Thanks for having us on for this week at St. Katherine Drexel. In June, as you can see, we're back to the green ordinary time vestments. And I'm happy to have Richard Hammond with us.
Thank you, Father.
And Deacon Charlie Ferraris, who is now the grandfather of 5 children. He's quite happy about it.
Very excited, Father.
So we do have some good news. Our Bishop, Peter Labashi, Friday night did lift from us the different regulations for having Mass at church with masks and whatnot. And so now masks are optional. It's entirely up to each individual. And we just have to be careful with the sign of peace and whatnot. But I think our parishioners are quite excited about it. And so our church is open. You can come in, or you can still stay outside if you choose. But we're making progress. We're getting
Yes, yes, we are.
back to normal. And so we're still having things live streamed on the parish website. We're also on the radio for the 10:30 Mass as well. But gradually now, I think, hopefully, we're going to be doing more and more worship together and singing together. So I think I speak for everybody. We're grateful. We're very grateful to God. So, Gertrude, if you'd like to talk about what's coming up.
Thank you, Father Cole. I also want to just say that as we continue to celebrate Mass, you can still sit outside. The speakers are still outside, and we're still distributing communion outside. In case you're more comfortable sitting outside, you're still welcome to do that at any Mass on the weekend. But this month, I'd like to just congratulate. We have youth graduating this weekend at Prospect Mountain High School and Kingswood Regional High School. Brewster Academy has already graduated, and Gilmington is going to graduate on June 20th, Father's Day, the 3rd Sunday in June. Each year, we celebrate our youth and our parish graduates. And this year, at the 8:30 Mass and with reception following in the parish hall, we'd like to invite you to join us to celebrate our youth and parish graduates, not just from high school, but from college, have been invited. And we welcome you and we encourage you to join us, especially if you've been a recipient or of a Father Ham Fund scholarship, or you have attended a junior high lock-in, either as a participant or as a peer leader. We welcome you. We'd love to see you. This is an opportunity for us to gather before the summer begins, and I hope you'll join us. So we invite you.
So let's have the 8:30 Mass.
8:30 Mass, Father's Day weekend, June 20th, and then we'll have a reception following in the parish hall with late refreshments. So please join us.
Okay. Deacon Charlie.
Well, that sounds very exciting. Baccalaureate Masses are always such a great celebration for the children, and they're to celebrate their success. So that sounds like it'll be well attended and a lot of fun to participate.
Thanks, Deacon Charlie. I hope so.
So we're going into our second week of altar server training. But before we do that, I thought we'd talk a little bit about Nine and Dine. We had a very successful Nine and Dine last weekend for the first time, and we were full up. We had 6 foursomes.
At least 6 foursomes.
6 foursomes and a waiting list. But I really want to tell you about our photographer here, Mary Ann Murray. Mary Ann Murray is aces under pressure, Father. On Sunday, she had to make a shot, and we had to take her drive, and she put it within 12 feet of the pin. 12 feet of the pin. And she got closest to the pin that day. So when you see Mary Ann around town, make sure you congratulate her. But not to be outdone, Father Cole, on the 5th hole, was it the 5th hole? No,
the third
hole. The third hole, against the wind, 165 yards, you were within 15 feet.
15 feet, 5 inches.
15 feet and 5 inches, and he won closest to the pin on that hole. So this is a lot of fun. We had a wait list last time. The next one is July 11th. Is that correct?
Correct.
So call the office and get yourself on the list so you don't get shut out. And the best part, afterwards we had a little meal and celebrated. What a lot of fun it is. So getting back to normal, this is something that I think everybody appreciates and enjoyed very much. This weekend we have the second session for altar serving training. We're looking forward to it. And it's this sort of adjustment of getting back to normal, Father. A lot of the parents and the kids are already involved in a lot of different activities. So we have a gradual coming back to the parish and getting them up to speed. And Kate and Nate Archambault are doing the training. We just had a session last weekend, and the kids had a wonderful time with it. And they're learning the details, but not just what they do from here to there, but it's really a faith lesson for them. Because they're being talked to about what happens at the Mass and what the significance and the reverence of it is. So this is the second weekend of it, and it runs this weekend. So if you're interested in becoming an altar server, call the office. We'll get you on the list, and we'll see you on Sunday. It'll be at 11:30 after the 10:30 Mass.
Right after the 10:30 Mass.
And Deacon Charlie, your altar server training isn't just for new altar servers. It's a refresher for all the young people. We haven't been able to have an altar server since COVID began, so it's been over a year for a lot of our young altar servers until Father Cole asked them to join us during Holy Week. And so for all of those young friends who are already altar servers, we invite them to join you as well, right, Deacon Charlie, so we can all be refreshed in how we have this dialogue with God during our worship at Mass, especially when we choose to serve as an altar server.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, because we do want the older servers to come back as well. I mean, I don't know about Father, but I know for me, getting back into the normal routine, there's certain things you don't remember. Right? And so it helps all of us to sort of get together.
Yeah, and grow in our faith and our understanding of Mass.
Yeah, it makes a big difference for us to have altar servers helping us out.
Yes.
It's pretty good to say.
Yes, we're very grateful to all the families that come into that ministry. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So we're trying to get back to normal, and each week well, this coming weekend we're going to add the basket to collect the money. So I really think that's getting back to normal, don't you think?
There you go.
Yeah, you know you're at church when they take up a collection.
So if you're a young friend that has done that before, maybe you'd like to come back and assist
There you
with
go.
that this weekend, we invite you.
There you go. So Will, thanks so much for having us on. We're having a lot of fun, and we wish you well. We appreciate all you're doing for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you, Father Cole, Miss Hammond, and Deacon Charlie. And thank you for tuning into our weekly program. Remember, there's always something to do in and around Wolfeboro. If you'd like to add an event to our program, please contact our producers at 569-0219 or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com. We hope to see you out and about. Look forward to seeing you next week. Clear eyes and full hearts. I'm Will Hunter for Wolfeboro Community Television, bringing your community to view.